1989, I think. GT-20. Pretty rare machine. Don't see them too often anymore. Has the Onan P220 engine. I think this is about 48 cubic inches. Very strong engine. Bought this thing for $300 with the mower deck. This mower deck is not the one that it came with. The one it came with was, well, the tractor you see is pretty rough. It's not really damaged in any way. It's in good shape, but just wasn't stored well. There was a lot of rust on it. And the mower deck was just as bad, but it was also getting a few holes here and there. So this deck is actually off of another machine I had. Between all these different machines I had a lot of 44-inch old style mower decks. So made this one real nice. This one's in really good shape. Same mower deck as the other models. There's nothing different about it. It is probably the nicest one I have, so I decided to keep it for this one. I put it on another machine that I sold. They never made a video on it because it's just another GT-18, so that would have been redundant. But this thing, like I said, they're pretty rare because of that Onan engine. They were pretty expensive for their time. Had to be because it was one of the top GTs you could buy. I think they made this till 91, and then Onan I think went away. As far as Craftsman's, they just didn't put them in the tractors anymore. It would have been a Kohler. And the easiest way to spot one of these is, there's actually two versions of these I know of. It would say 20 horsepower, pretty obvious, and this light lens goes all the way across. On the 18s and other GTs it would have a division in the middle and actually be two lenses, but this one's integrated. And I think the grill is slightly different. For some reason, I think that was painted. It should be flat black, I think, but that was done by something in something else. And more or less the same as any other. It has a 6-speed Roper transmission they made since basically the 60s. So basically, more or less what makes this a special model is the engine. And also, as you can see, obviously just a dust cover over that. There's no manual lift. It has the, for other models it was optional, but I think it came with all these, the electric motor that was the assist lift. So up and down, and then of course it has the electric PTO, and this has the systems monitor, which is basically just an oil sensor light, and a light that tells you the brake is not down. And I guess some models work better than others as far as the battery discharging. I never had that light come on. I guess if you disconnected the battery, or no, you had a bad battery and it was running down, I guess that would come on. There is a voltage sensor, so I guess that runs to it. I see that on the diagram. And what else I want to say? So the other version of this would say, some were called a Craftsman 3, but I think the only difference was it said 3, it didn't say 2. So there's other videos of these on YouTube, but they don't elaborate too much on it. So there is the gist of that thing. I have it hauling some wood right now, but I've been using it. I actually got this a few months ago, maybe 9 or 10 weeks ago. So I had it for a while and pretty much bought it the way it looks, just besides that, swapping out that mower deck for something better. And I might do some here and there things. It runs very well. I just did an oil change and did some adjustments here and there. Some stuff was wrong on the carburetor, as they usually are. That stuff gets neglected. The guy I bought it from had no idea what it was as far as its rarity. Basically made sure it ran and was intact and said, here you go, $300. And then I told him the story. He's like, oh, I wish you would have told me. Well, that's it, buddy. But I think he was just happy to get rid of it because there were problems with it, some electrical things I had to work out, and it just wasn't maintained, so I think he was just tired of using it. But he put this brand new seat on it, so that's really nice. I'm not used to having a good seat on any of these tractors. but I try to keep this one inside. Probably gonna do some painting. Try to get this argent. It's not quite silver. It's like an argent gray, very light gray, slight metallic, and do some of the black. But bought it to use it. Pretty cool. One thing that sucks about this new seat is the way it's drilled out. I don't get much adjustability, so I'm pretty much up against the steering wheel because I'm really tall and it doesn't give me much space. It's very smooth. It has that classic Onan sound. Pretty nice. This thing's pretty awesome. Gotta love that. And the MTD 800 series 16 horsepower tractor is for sale. Comes with a fairly new plow blade. For anyone in the eastern Pennsylvania area is interested, let me know.